Hi everyone and welcome back to English with Malik. Today I'm here again with you with another new lesson on the grammar that we are studying. So far we have covered phrases like adjective phrase, adverb phrase, noun phrase, and we have also covered adjective clauses. Today we are here with adverb clauses. Okay. Well, before we start, what are adverb clauses? Let's see what adverb is actually. We see that adverb has three functions. Adverb modifies a verb, it modifies another adverb, and it modifies an adjective. Okay. So, in the lesson where we studied how to make adjective phrases and adverb phrases, we also studied that how do we change adverb into adverb phrase. Today we are here with a few sentences that have adverb phrases. Okay. Firstly, we'll identify them, what are they, and then we'll see how they are going to change into adverb clauses. We have a sentence like they rested at sunset. Actually, this at sunset is an adverb phrase. Okay. And how do we change? When we make a phrase, we say that it's a group of words without any subject or predicate. But when we make a clause, okay, we say that it is a group of words that has a subject and predicate. So, to make a phrase into a clause, that is adverb clause, we have to change its form. Like we say, they rested when evening came. Okay. Now, here we have when, which is a connector, or we say a linking word, or we can call a connector, or conjunction. And then we have our subject, which is evening, and then we have a verb. Okay, that's the subject, that's the verb. Okay, so in simple forms, we also say that subject and predicate means like subject and verb, and could be adverb, could be an object, could be a complement, it could be anything. The next is you may sit anywhere. Anywhere is one word. Now, adverb or adverb phrase both can come in these sentences, and we change it by you may sit wherever you like. Okay. Again, we are using a conjunction, a connector, and then we are using a subject and we are using a verb. Then we have he fled to an unknown place. Okay, to an unknown place. Now, how do we change? We say he fled where his pursuers could not follow. Okay, you have to keep the meaning of the original sentence. Okay, that is what the transformation is all about. Like when we change a sentence into a phrase or clause, keep in mind that the transformation should occur according to the original sentence. The meaning should not go anywhere out of its context. Then we have will you wait till my return. Okay, this till my return we have, and how do we change? We say will you wait till I return. This my return, my is a it's a pronoun, possessive pronoun, and we are changing it into subject by saying I return. So, when you say I, it's a subject, return is a verb. So, that's how we change. Next is the clock struck on his entry. Okay, the clock struck on his entry. So, we say just as he entered the room, the clock struck. Okay, just as he entered. We may not use this, we may say just as he entered. Again, he is a subject, entered is a verb. That is what our clause is here now. So, as we say, I told you also in adjective clauses that adverb clauses, adjective clauses, and even noun clauses, they are actually complex sentences. Okay, and what are complex sentences? Complex sentences are those which have two clauses one is dependent, one is independent. For example, they rested, this part is an independent clause. It's an independent clause. And when evening came, this part is a dependent clause. Okay, that's an extra information. So all adjective clauses, adverb clauses and noun clauses are actually complex sentences having one independent clause and one dependent clause. Okay, now so see how we have changed. The rested at sunset is changed into when evening came. You may sit anywhere, which is one word, an adverb. We change wherever you like. He fled to an unknown place, which is changed into where his pursuers could not follow. Will you wait till my turn? Till my return is changed into till I return. Then the clock struck on his entry. On his entry is changed just as he entered. So that's how we change from phrase or one word of adverb to adverb clause. Well, let's see a few more examples and let's identify them and let's see how these adverb clauses are formulated. We have a sentence like, I will remain where I am. This where I am is actually an adverb clause which is defining this verb which we have, which is actually the actual function of adverb or adverb phrase or adverb clause. Then we have wherever one goes, one hears the same story. This is the part which is actually an adverb clause here. You know, such kind of sentences can be even change. The position of the clauses could be changed. We could say one hears the same story wherever one goes. This can go like that as well. If you do not hurry, you will miss the bus. This is what the adverb clause is. If you do not hurry, you will miss the bus. And again, we can also change the places of the clauses. This dependent clause may come later and the independent clause may come first. You will miss the bus if you do not hurry. Then we have take a lamp because the night is dark. Okay, so because the night is dark, take the lamp. This could be used as well. He advanced as far as he dared. So this part, as far as he dared, is what the adverb clause is. At this stage, I should also focus a little that try to understand that how or what connectors are actually helping us make adverb clauses. You know, this is for those students especially who sit in exams, especially like entrance exams or like their actual university or college or school exams, where they have to identify whether a sentence is a complex sentence, one thing, and whether the sentence is an adverb clause or adjective clause or a noun clause. Okay, so we need to see that there are certain words that are particularly used for adverb clause, like if, like because, like as far as, okay, wherever, where as well. So just focus on these words. If you, for example, sometimes you don't understand the sentence, you don't understand whether it is an adjective clause, adverb clause or a noun clause. So focus on these particular words and see that how they are defining word. If they are defining, for example, a noun, that will be adjective clause. If they are defining verb, that will be an adverb clause, okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that is how we identify the adverb clause. Let's do a few exercises. Well, the first exercise is we have sentences with adverb phrase. We will change them. Okay, the first thing is that we identify what are the adverb phrases in these sentences. Then we will try to make the adverb clause of them. I'll give you some time to think and then make, and then I'll tell you the answer. Okay, so on his return, we asked him many questions. What's the adverb phrase here? Just think On his return, we asked him many questions. Yes, on his return, that's the adverb phrase. You guessed right. How do we change it? Okay, how do we make it an adverb clause? Let's think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, what we can say? We can say that when he returned, we asked him many questions. Okay, now this sentence has changed into an adverb clause. Let's see the next one. The minister was met on his arrival by his secretary. So what's the adverb phrase in that sentence? Let's identify first. The minister was met on his arrival by his secretary. What's the phrase? On his arrival by his secretary. That's the phrase. Okay. Now how do we change it? Look at the sentence. Think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we say the minister was met by his secretary when he arrived. The minister was met by his secretary when he arrived. What are we doing? Actually, we are changing, for example, this arrival into a verb, and definitely we need to see that where the subject falls. This his is changed into he, and arrival is changed into a verb. So we say the minister was met by his secretary when he arrived. Let's see the third one. Upon seeing the signal, the troops set out. What's the adverb phrase? Yes, think. Upon seeing the signal, the troops set out. Well, that's the phrase. Upon seeing the signal, the troops set out. How do we change? How do we make it into an adverb clause? Let's think. Think. Upon seeing the signal. How do we change? We may say when they saw the signal, the troops set out. Okay, we can also say, if we want to, for example, this troops is a noun. If we want to use it earlier, we will say when troops saw the signal, they set out. So the sentence will be, noun will be used first and then pronoun will be used later. Okay, let's see the next one. And in spite of poverty, he became distinguished. By distinguished, we mean famous. People got to know him. What's the phrase here? What's the adverb phrase? What's the adverb phrase? Well, that's the adverb phrase. And in spite of poverty, he became distinguished. Now, how do we change it? What will come at the place of this part? Let's think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We say, although he was poor, he became distinguished. That's how we change it into adverb clause. The last one, they were very grateful to him for his kindness. Now, what's the adverb phrase? Let's find it out first. They were very grateful to him for his kindness. The adverb phrase is for his kindness. They were very grateful to him for his kindness. And how do we change? How will we make it into an adverb clause? Let's think about that. Give it a time. Think. They were very grateful to him because he was kind. Okay, they were very grateful to him because he was kind. So we say that on his return is changed into when he returned. On his arrival by his secretary is changed by his secretary when he arrived. Upon seeing the signal is changed like when they saw the signal. Now, how do I know that I am using past tense here? Well, this set out the second part is telling me that this is about past. Okay. If it was about present, then we would have used sets out. Okay, with like with the troops we use S or ES in such a way for present indefinite. And in spite of poverty, although he was poor, again, why am I using was here? Because the second part is in past tense. So I know that the whole sentence will go into past. They were very grateful to him for his kindness because he was kind. Again, because over here were is used, which is past tense. So definitely I'll be using the past tense into my adverb clause as well. Okay, there is one more exercise. We have a few prompts like these are independent clauses, independent clause part of the adverb clause. We need to think that how we can finish them by adding some adverb clauses into these. We'll do the same. I'll give you some time to think and then we'll see if you are responding well. Well, the first is do not go. Do not go. How will we complete it with an adverb clause? Let's think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What comes to your mind? Do not go if you are not ready. Okay? Do not go if you don't want to. Okay? In both the cases, I am using this if as a connector, you as a subject, and then verb. Okay? Second is he always does. He always does. Let's think. How do we complete it? He always does. He always does. Let's think. Let's think. Give it some time. He always does. Whatever he likes. He always does whatever he likes. That is one of the ways of filling it up. Then nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. What can we write as an adverb clause? Nobody likes him. I'll give you a hint. Because nobody likes him because he is very lazy. For example, nobody likes him because he is very lazy. Nobody likes him because he is always late. Nobody likes him because he is very irritating. So there can be a couple of ways in which we can fill this up. Do not come. Do not come. What can come after that? You need a hint? Okay. If. One of the ways. Do not come if. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do not come if you are not willing. Do not come if you are not willing. Do not come if it rains. Okay? Do not come if it rains. The last is I will not go out. I will not go out. How do we complete it? I will not go out. There are two possible connectors. Because or until. Now, I am making it a little easier for you. I will not go out because, I will not go out until. Let's think, what can we say? I will not go out because I don't have money. I will not go out because I don't have money. I will not go out because you are not coming with me. I will not go out until I finish my work. I will not go out until I finish my work. I will not go out until you give me some money because I don't have any. Okay. So, these are some of the possible ways in which we can complete these independent clauses with adverb clause and make it a complex sentence. Okay, for a quick review, adverb clause is made with the help of adverb phrase. Okay, for example, we have a sentence like, he remained at home owing to sickness. This owing to sickness is an adverb phrase which is actually defining why he remained at home. How do we change it? Well, we make it a clause by saying he remained at home as he was sick. We are using this as, subject and a verb. The same sentence could be said, as he was sick, he remained at home. Okay. So, as I told you that all the adverb clauses are actually complex sentences which have two parts, one which is independent clause, the other which is a dependent clause, and we make adverb clauses with the help of using subjects and verbs, and by adding a little bit of connectors like as, if, because, until, so on and so forth. So, this is it for today. I hope you have learned something of value, and I hope to see you in my next video, which will be about noun clauses. Until then, bye.